Alright, well, I needed a video to make, so let's talk about this. Yesterday we got a new trailer for the newest live-action Star Wars series on Disney Plus, which is called Skeleton Crew, which, be honest, among everything else that's happening in the world of entertainment right now, you almost forgot about this show, right? Yeah, so did I, especially after the last one. Just saying. Not gonna lie though, this one looks pretty fun. I really like how this trailer makes the series look. I mean, first thing you notice in this trailer is the song.
What are you in for?
Actually, that's not true, at least not for me. I know of the song, but I actually didn't know it well enough to recognize it until it got to the chorus. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a song like from the 80s, right? Yeah, it is. It's called Major Tom. And I was like, okay, a song from the 80s in a Star Wars trailer is a bit unorthodox for Star Wars, but it does strangely work for what the series is going for, which is a classic 80s style kids adventure just set in the Star Wars universe. Like The Goonies or Stand By Me or E.T., hell even Stranger Things, which takes place in the 80s. This is like those stories, but just set in Star Wars instead. Which, yeah, not gonna lie, I'm down for that. I mean, it's really hard to screw that premise up. Granted, it's been done, but still, I mean, come on. So this song being in the trailer, and it's also in that kind of fake Star Wars gibberish language, yeah, not gonna lie, I like it. It works for me. And so yeah, that is what appears to be the premise of this new show. This group of kids who are all troublemakers, or at least a couple of them are, they stumble across this ship that's been dilapidated for a while, and it activates and it takes them on this brand new adventure. I'm in. And so the kids get to this place, they gotta pay for something, and one of them brings out these old Republic credits, and that gets the people's attention. I'll admit, one of the biggest reasons I'm looking forward to this show is because I read that it takes place within the Mandalorian era, like alongside The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, those shows that are going to eventually come together in one big culminating final chapter. This show, Skeleton Crew, is one of those chapters. Meaning, yeah, it's going to tie in with The Mandalorian somehow. That's really the biggest reason I'm talking about this.
Over here, quick. I'll get you home. We'll make a partnership. But we have to move fast!
Jude Law shows up with his blaster gun, and he's like, alright kids, I tried being in one big nerdy franchise that ended up failing pretty miserably, even though I was one of the best parts of it. But now I got a second chance here, so don't screw this up for me. That's how I'm seeing this anyway. But no, alright, in all seriousness, jokes aside, his character, what's his name? Jod Nawood? It's a weird name. I'm just gonna call him Jod. So Jod here, I guess he's a Force user, so there you go. A group of kids being led by a Force user, so he's gonna kind of be the Ben Kenobi to these kids. That's my assumption. Not a bad choice though, because the kids are gonna be like, alright, we got Albus Dumbledore backing us up, what could go wrong now? Makes sense to me. After that, we just get a bunch of snippets, but a couple things I do want to touch on. There's this one shot of what looks like a pristine, clear-cut suburbia neighborhood, and I was like, alright, that looks like my neighborhood. I have never seen anything so like Earth in Star Wars, and if this were any other Star Wars story, I would not be okay with that. I'd be like, that's bullshit. But again, this story being what it is, I'm strangely okay with it. It's weird. This story being a throwback to 80s kids adventures. And Star Wars was huge in the 80s, so that makes sense. And also that last shot of what looks like a pirate's lair, I've read some comments about it saying that, this might be the lair of Hondo Ohnaka from the animated Star Wars shows. To which I say, yeah, that's probably what it is then. If fans are guessing it now, then that's probably what it's gonna be. That's what these live action Marvel and Star Wars Disney Plus shows have taught me. Man, they can't just leave the mystery alive for once, huh? Makes me wonder though if they're gonna get Jim Cummings to come back and voice him. That'd be cool. I don't know though. In the end, I know this is a really short video, but Skeleton Crew looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And really, I'm guessing this is gonna be the replacement for what Rangers of the New Republic was gonna be. You remember that show that was announced a few years ago? It was gonna star Gina Carano coming back as Cara Dune from The Mandalorian, but then after her whole mishap, the show was scrapped. I'm guessing this is what was invented in its place. Alright, I see you, Lucasfilm. And I am looking forward to the show. Should be a blast. I'm not like waiting on the edge of my seat for it. I'm not like, oh my god, this show is like, I'm not as excited for it as I was for Ahsoka a couple years ago, or as I am for Wicked Part 1 now. But it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I want to watch it. So, the new official trailer for Skeleton Crew. Have you watched it yet? You probably have. It's been out for a couple of days now. What are your thoughts on it, and are you excited for this show? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to episode Aegis already. Yeah, I know, I still haven't beaten yet. I kind of fell off, I admit. But I do still want to beat it because I do still want to make a video about it. So back on that grind we go. Peace!